Hey guys, good evening. It is February 8th. We are just about to begin our Power Hour art stream. So this is what is on the docket for this evening. We've got two really special events to celebrate tonight. We are celebrating Joseph's 32nd birthday. Hey, say hi. He's in the back, and we are also celebrating the second year launch anniversary of my webcomic, 7-Inch Kara. So I have a few fun activities planned for tonight. But first, we're going to get started with a 10-minute figure drawing workshop, or figure drawing warm-up, sorry. So go ahead and grab your sketchbooks, and let's get sketching. And I will go ahead and start the music. At least attempt to. Can you come over here and troubleshoot the music for me? I don't think it's even starting. I don't. There we go. That should be it. So this evening we are going to be drawing a gentleman, and this pose comes from Line of Action. Is it large enough for you guys? Can you see it? Ah, thank you, Kino Kitsune. Is that better? Can y'all see the pose a little bit better now? Sure thing. All right. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, because that is not even the view I currently have. That is still not the view. I don't know. How do I turn that off? Windows P. I did minimize foobar. Oh, actually, that reminds me though, I need to do something else really quick, because I'm sure you guys are hearing. There we go. Is it still a problem? Really? Oh, foobar. Let's try this from another angle. Well, I'm resizing the foobar. Bobia. Well, I'm really sorry about that, and I don't know why it's being booty butt. Let me try turning it off and turning it on again. Starbucks is like your YouTube place, Lindsay. I know I'm having some technical difficulties now. I'm sorry. Hey, Tenor, good evening. And Tyra, yeah, I know. I will keep fixing it. Unless, is it fixed for y'all? Because sometimes OBS doesn't update for me. Still. Yes, I guess. I mean, I don't necessarily want it to only show the window, because I'm going to be doing a gallery walk this evening. And I want to be able to show you guys the other things I've got. Look, now it's fixed, kind of. I mean, the chat's taking up a lot of room, but you can see the reference. Okay. I'm gonna switch it over so that the monitor is the main thing you guys can see. All right. So how's y'all's week been? What is the most interesting thing that has happened to you this week that you can share? No, you're not late. Just doing a drawing warm-up to get things started. To try to sell you Windows, like you don't have Windows already installed. I know what you mean, but it wasn't like late at night, was it? Hey, good evening, Zora. It drops it sometimes. Oh, it woke you. Oh, yeah, because you weren't feeling very good this afternoon. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. How are you liking Star Trek Enterprise, Jen? I haven't watched it, but I've heard good things about it. I think Joseph likes it, right? You liked Enterprise? It's the newer one? I thought you did. I thought you were watching it. Another friend of mine really likes it, too. Or yeah, I'm drawing by reference. Yeah, if you want to, you can draw along. In prior streams, people indicated that they would enjoy kind of like a 10-minute draw together period, so that's kind of what this is. Oh, nice! Happy early birthday, Zora! Are y'all gonna do anything fun? Photoshop project and app making project. Whew, boy, they keep you busy, Tyra. What kind of app are you gonna make? Or are you guys all making the same kind of app? Ah, that was his name. I couldn't remember. He was in Quantum Leap, right? Hey, Tanner and Allie, I'm glad you can make it. I'm starting with a drawing warm-up if you guys want to join us, although we should be, you've got like 2 minutes to get to sketching. Quick sketch, quick, quick. That's right, Joseph. Any birthday plans? Oh, cool. That sounds like a lot of fun, Zora. Yeah, I used to enjoy Quantum Leap myself. It used to come on Sci-Fi along with My Secret Identity, which is what I was really watching. Oh, cool. Stationery and art supplies. Is it like a virtual planner, like so you can put like stickers on your week or washi tape on your week? That would be really cute. I'm good, Pikachu. How are you? I think the idea of like a virtual planner that lets you put stickers and stuff, and then maybe you could even send that information to your friends. I think that's a really cute idea. And I think there's, if it doesn't exist, I think there would definitely be a market for that. Because honestly, that's been kind of one of my problems with like Google Calendar is I can't do things to make the day special or feel special. Like I can't add like a birthday sticker or a star sticker or something. All right, my friends, start wrapping up your sketches if you are sketching along. Hey, Nisa. All right, that was our 10-minute warm-up. Hope your hands are nice and warmed up now. I'll swap our view for a moment, and since we've got more people in right now, I will go over this again. So we just did the 10-minute warm-up. Now it is time to do our introduction. So hey, good evening. If you guys are not familiar with me, I am Becca Hilburn. Welcome to my Power Hour art stream. It is often longer than an hour. It is an art stream where I do sketch requests, I do drawing requests. I try to answer any questions if you've got them. We do a little bit of drawing together, and then I usually kind of slide into a longer project as the evening progresses. If you like what I do and you want to help me do more of it, you can join me over on Patreon, and I have it here. And my Patreon account is used to help fund the work I do here on YouTube and over at natosoup.blogspot.com. So if you guys are ever interested in learning more about making comics or about watercolor art, I highly recommend you guys head on over here, and you guys are getting a sneak peek of what my wonderful patrons get to see because I'm signed in, so you get to see all the goodies that they got this week. And I've been sharing my class materials from my Making Comics class. So if you wish you could have attended, this could be your chance to do so. And I will quickly pull up the blog. This would be the Natto Soup Studio Art and Process blog. Oh, and look, I did a post on the launchiversary. But over here in these sidebars, you're gonna have the Watercolor Basics hub page. This is where I put all of my myriad of watercolor tutorials and reviews and blog posts. You're also going to have my Intro to Comic Craft hub page, and that should definitely be a must stop for some of you guys, because there's loads of great comic making materials over here. So now that I am, thank you for dropping that link. Yes, it's every Friday evening. Well, yeah, every Friday evening at 8 p.m. And if there's going to be a change, I will let you guys know in the community tab. So we have finished our introduction. Next up is the Art Nerd Spotlight. And we have two phenomenal art nerds that we're talking about tonight. We are talking about Drew. Drew is a fellow tiny people enthusiast. You can find his adorable pose figurines at Kuro Nins, and Drew also frequently commissions me, so if you see me drawing Lilliputians who are not my Lilliputians, they are probably Drew's. I will drop a link to Drew's Instagram if any of you guys want to check it out. And I want to thank Drew so much for his support over the past year, and it's just been a real pleasure talking to you, dude. The other art nerd I want to show a spotlight on is Joseph, the guy whose birthday we're celebrating this evening. He is not an official art nerd in terms of he is not a patron, but he is a patron in ever so many other ways. I like to refer to him as the support staff because none of this would be possible without his support. So Joseph is a programmer by trade and a comic nerd, comic enthusiast by hobby. And one of his favorite comics right now would be the Brendan Small one. Is it Galacticon?
I like the Conmix a lot. I just read that.
The Conmix?
Economics.
Oh, Economics. And that's a comic about the economy and how that functions. Would you drop a link in the description below in case anybody else is interested in that? And that's one of the beautiful things about comics is comics can cover any topic and every topic, from educational, like topics on the economy, to social, like topics about gender and about people's place in society, to fantastic and fantasy. And that concludes our Art Nerd Spotlight. Thank you so much, Joseph, and thank you so much, Drew. Next, we are going to do our first giveaway. I have 4 giveaways planned for this evening. So I'll set up a little bit of background dressing here. Give me just a moment as I transition. So we are celebrating the 2-year launch anniversary of my webcomic 7-Inch Kara, which you can read at 7inchkara.com and 7inchkara.tumblr.com. It is a really, really cute watercolor comic about a tiny girl named Kara. She's only 7 inches tall, a kitten named Pancake, and her human friend Naomi. And this is spoilers for the latest page. You can read it for free, or you can order the first volume. And to celebrate the launch tonight, I am doing $1 off. So instead of $15, it is $14. And for my first giveaway, I am giving away a really, really cute set of laser cut wooden charms. All of them are designed by me. We have the absolutely adorable Kara. We have the Kara head charm. We have the strawberry with strawberry flowers charm. We have the Lucky Bouquet, which features a shamrock surrounded by a clover flower and 3-leaf clovers, so very lucky. Of course. Oh, of course. My mistake. Switch over. We have an adorable little succulent, and we have 3 cherry blossoms, so from bud to bloom, for a total of 6 really cute wooden charms. Joseph, would you do me a favor? Yeah, Naomi's a great name. Would you do me a favor and set up a Rafflecopter raffle? And would you set as the thing to tweet that people are celebrating 7-Inch Kara's 2nd year anniversary, and pop a link to Kara in there so that other people can find out about my comic? Thank you, Yoko. So these are the first thing that you can win this evening. And I will put them back over here and set them off to the side while I take a sketch request. Getting everything all squared up. And tonight is the Giveaway International. Probably not, since I'm going to cover shipping and I just can't afford to send it internationally. If you are willing to pay your own shipping, then I would be willing to send it. Thank you guys. So tonight's sketch request is Terry Delgado's adorable Piper. She is a mouse anthro character. She is also very tiny. I don't know that Terry's in here with us this evening. She was in last week and I just ran out of steam before I got to hers. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad she didn't break it. I've sold many charms to parents with kiddos, and for the most part, we haven't had any problems yet. And I have a, oh, she has little ears. What am I thinking? I have a big event planned for this evening, so I'm only going to do one character sketch request, and then I'm going to do a couple of drawing demos that were requested to save time for the big demo, and so that we don't, you know, run for 3 hours like we have so many times before. But I do have a sketch request form if you have a character or a pet or a family member or yourself and you'd like to see it drawn in my style. You can fill out the sketch request form and I'll be able to get to it in the near future. What, you don't want to watch a stream for 3 hours? That doesn't sound like a good use of a Friday evening. I have 3 other giveaways I want to do, so let's have it open for 20 minutes. And then I'll announce a winner. So this week was very exciting for me. So I've been working on this comic pitch, which is for, it's like a comic that is also a cookbook, and it's kind of aimed for parents or guardians to cook together with their littles, and it's called the Little Louisiana Cookbook, and it's just full of like family recipes, so a lot of Cajun and Creole stuff, and it's definitely had some ups and downs because there's been interest in it and then things happen. Maybe the company restructures or maybe they change their mind. And the past 2 weeks I've been redoing a spread because initially it was in black, red, and white. And an agent who was interested in it wanted to see it in another colorway. So I spent the past 2 weeks redoing the spread like 3 different ways, including watercolor. And she decided she was going to pass on that, so that's definitely made this week interesting. No, getting enough sleep is important, Zora. Yeah, I'm gonna keep working on it. I am actually planning on revisiting Graphic Novel TK's episode about what they want to see in a comic pitch and then maybe pitching it to them. not digging. I'm not digging how I'm drawing today. And I do apologize for yep. Thank you, Joseph. If you just go ahead, if anyone is interested in purchasing a copy, it comes with one of the adorable Kara charms, which could be a good way to get that charm if you did not win or if you are not a winner for the giveaway. And you can just PayPal me the $17 and just make sure you include your mailing address in the message. I like how I basically begged Terry to let me draw Piper, and then I'm doing a terrible job drawing Piper this evening. But she's really, really cute. And I am a fan of Terry's on Instagram, so it's nice to have official permission to draw her character. It depends on how far away it is. I could, if you are in the Nashville area, I could definitely arrange a pickup. It was all secretly a ploy to get the birthday boy fussed at so that he would fix the shop. On the note of shops, I heard Ticktail is going under or dying. I don't really know. I've just seen people lamenting its passing and looking for new shops over on Twitter. Does anybody have the scoop on that? See, that's a mood, Tenor. That's me and my portfolio. I need to redo it. Oh, I know why I'm not digging it. I drew her eyes all weird and wrong. Bada 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 bam. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Portfolio tips if I got them. Oh my gosh. I mean, I will, yeah, Allie, send me your portfolio on on Facebook and I'll take a look at it if you have one. What I'm using right now is Webflow, and I don't like it because it's really annoying to update. And I can't just drag things over to like resequence them so that they're in a better order, which is why I've gone 2 years without redoing my portfolio. But you can also do like free portfolios through DeviantArt, which is what I use for my com portfolio, and I'm happy to link that if you want to take a look at that. And that's a lot easier to use. And then ArtStation also, it has like a portfolio feature, which I've kind of started dabbling with. And what's nice about ArtStation is they send me emails about jobs, but a lot of them are like in California and you have to live there, or they're in like Germany, like Berlin, and you have to live there, or they're in India and you have to live there. So like it's nice to be on a site that actually lets you know when job openings are being posted. Becca, yep, thank you, Joseph. But as for like portfolio tips, for in-person portfolios, I've been told try to have only 12 images if you can get away with it. So it should be like a tight 12. But I mean, for online, if I were sending something to someone directly, I would probably send them between 8 to 12 images. But Joseph can link or I can link my Webflow one if you guys want to see that one. That one needs work. But I can also explain what about it needs work. Just link the regular one because there's a... Oh wait, what do you mean by regular? Yeah. It is more than 12. But that's not really the problem. See, there's subsections. So if you have an online portfolio and you can do multiple things, what they usually want to see is subsections. So I have like the main children's portfolio, which does contain too many images. And then I also have kind of a comic subsection. And some of the advice that I got was that I should have all of my comic stuff. So rather than like having 3 separate images from 3 separate pages in one chapter, I should have like a chapter thumbnail and then have everything for that chapter under that thumbnail. But I can put the whole chapter in there. So then I would have like all the finished art, and then I would have like the thumbnails, the roughs, that kind of stuff, because there's a lot of publishers and a lot of editors do want to see that process, but they don't want it to be the first thing shoved in their faces. No problem. I'm trying. Sometimes I definitely start to feel like I'm not qualified to even talk on that topic because I don't have the best success rate, but I'm happy to share what I know and what I've heard from like SCBWI and things like that. Thank you. This is Terry's beautiful Piper. And also, like, a lot, I have been told this, but I have not directly benefited from it, so I do kind of doubt the veracity to an extent. A lot, supposedly, many children's book publishers do check Instagram, do check Tumblr, under, like, hashtag kidlit art, hashtag kidlit illustration, that sort of stuff, to find new talent. I don't doubt them, but it's never benefited me, so I also don't know how true it is. Like, I feel like sometimes when they say stuff like that, is OBS not working anymore? Okay, it's not showing up on OBS, that's why I asked. Words. Sometimes I feel like they say those things because that's how, like, in a perfect world, that's how they select people. It's just like editors are really big on, like, well, you need to be tabling at more cons. And it's like, well, I table at 13 cons a year. Like, how many more cons do you want me to table at? Well, you need to be tabling at SBX. And it's like, well, that's great, but SBX is lotto only. So you put in, but it doesn't mean you get a table. So, all right, that is the adorable Piper. Thank you, Terry, so much for letting me draw her. I will take a picture. Give me a second. So we have done our first giveaway. Well, actually, how are we on the timer? How much more time do they have?
I launched it late.
You launched it late?
Like 13 more minutes.
Y'all have 13 more minutes to get your submissions in. I should be doing the 7-inch Kara anniversary chat. And I have a few different ways that we can do that. I can go pull out some of the originals that I've done for Kara, including original pages. Or I can pull out chapter 8, which I'm working on right now. Let me know what you guys want to see. My originals are all over the place. So maybe I'll just grab pages for you guys. Oh, thank you. Well, then I'm going to send you a little extra in your package this week. Thank you so much. So I'm going to go grab some of my pages. I'll be right back. Definitely send one of those. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my experiences with 7-inch Kara, first as a print comic and as a watercolor comic, and then I'm going to talk about my experiences with it as a web comic and just kind of like my web comic experiences in general. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. If I can't answer it, I know someone in the chat probably can. So this is the print volume of volume 1. This, and I'm going to change the camera because I know this isn't going to show up for you guys. This is the portfolio that I bring with me to shows. So I actually have this on my table at almost every show I do. And it contains original pages from chapter 3 and on. So it has a little bit of volume 1 because I'm still selling volume 1 at cons. And then it has some pages from volume 5 and on, or I'm sorry, chapter 5 and on, because I'm actively working on the comic and I get customers regularly who bought it before and they want to know, when volume 2 is going to come out. So I released volume 1 as a print comic. I got it printed through CreateSpace. That's who I'm printing volume 1 through for now. I released that in March of 2014. I didn't have a Kickstarter for it because I didn't really have much of a web presence, and I didn't have a lot of faith that I could fulfill, not that I could fulfill a Kickstarter. I figured I could fulfill a Kickstarter. I didn't think that I had enough of an audience, enough people at that time interested in my work that I could have a Kickstarter run to completion. So my goal for volume 2, I have a lot of goals for volume 2. I don't want to print through CreateSpace anymore because for this book, which I charge $15 for, it's full color, it's fairly large. I pay CreateSpace about $9 for this book. If I go through bulk printing in China, I would be able to offer volume 1 and volume 2, which is going to be a lot thicker than volume 1. I could offer them both for $30 or maybe even for $25. And honestly, book prices have crept up. When I first launched Kara, I had a lot of people who didn't understand why I wasn't charging $10 for it. In fact, one of the first reviews of Kara ever, he spent a lot of time complaining about how I overcharged for this, even though when he bought it from me at the show, I explained why it cost what it cost, and I even did a sketch in the back for him. He still had a problem with the cost. Now, again, book prices are kind of rising now, so $15 doesn't seem so bad for a single volume, but at the time, people were kind of comparing it to what manga cost at the time, which was $10, and then manga costing $10 is a very complicated topic in and of itself, because at the time, and even now, manga can be sold for cheaper because in Japan, it's already run in a magazine, so that covers kind of the initial cost, and then if it's popular enough, they print it in tankobons, and then that license is sold to someone in the US who usually doesn't pay a whole lot of money for it, and then they can afford to sell it for $10. So they're not, the Americans who are procuring that license, they're not paying for the artist, they're not feeding the artist, they're not paying for the artist's materials or for their assistants. So those of us who do our own comics, we know how expensive these are, and there isn't necessarily anyone else subsidizing those costs. So I have this portfolio on my table at pretty much every show I do, because people don't believe me when I tell them that Kara is watercolor. The whole comic is a watercolor comic. And I paint my pages on Canson Montval. I paint on the 15 by 10 paper, I think, or it might be 15 by 11, because it is the closest pre-cut watercolor paper that is, it's closest in ratio to 11 by 17, which is what people have traditionally done comic pages on. So the ratio for this is about right. Now in volume 1, you guys see I have, none of these are bleed pages. The color goes to the edge, so it's bleed in that regard, but the pages themselves are not bleed because this is 11 by 8.5 inches. And so I just did, I scanned a large watercolor page to create a watercolor texture, and then I created some traditional media assets. And actually, these are a little bit misprinted because the berries should not be running off the page. And that's another thing about CreateSpace, is that their print quality can vary pretty drastically. So you might have noticed that the lettering is on the pages in here, but it's not on these pages. That's because I letter digitally. My handwriting is atrocious. The font I use in 7-inch Kara is a font that I created, but it's more consistent and it's more legible. And actually, my friend Heidi Black helped me with the font, so I owe a debt of gratitude to Heidi for that. And that U has been a problem, and we're correcting that for volume 2. So I've been working on pages for volume 2 since 2004, which I know it's a really, really long time. And part of that is because volume 2 is about twice as long as volume 1. I broke my story up by what happens and when the best breakpoint per book would be. So they're not all the same length. In fact, these are from chapter 6. I don't think I have any. Maybe I have some chapter 7 pages in here. I need to find them though. I think I pulled some from my other portfolio. Yeah, this is from 6. This is from 7, yeah. Also, part of what's taking so long is that my art and how I paint watercolor pages and that light is not anybody's friend. Okay, let me know if that's better. Complain at me if it's not. I've gotten better at watercolor painting, so it takes me a lot longer than it used to take me, but the quality's a lot higher, so I'm just also spending more time per page. And these pages in here, let me fix my camera. These pages in here should be from chapter 7. Yeah. So each individual chapter in volume 2 is also about twice the length as the chapters in volume 1. So when I first started painting Kara, it was more like a light watercolor wash, maybe a couple layers, and then I add a lot of details in with color pencils and watercolor pencils. Now my pages are much more reliant on the watercolors themselves. And I'm really excited because I'm nearing the end of chapter 8, which is the last full watercolor chapter for volume 2. So I'm really ready to have another book out. I'm glad when people ask me when the next book's coming out, because I know that shows that they care, they're interested in the project, but I also feel bad because it's taken so long. So that is chapter 7. And then I'm going to show you as chapter 8, which is the one I'm working on right now. And I've got about less than 10 because I just started a new batch. And Joseph, let me know if something's going on in the chat, that like if someone asked a question or something, because I'm not watching the chat. I'm just making sure that the camera is able to catch everything. So these are pages from chapter 8. And I have cat, so of course cat hair gets integrated with my paintings. So I work on each chapter in a batch. So I do all my scripting for the chapter at one time. I do all my thumbnailing at one time. I draw all of my roughs at one time. I scan everything. I print it all out onto watercolor paper, and then I paint an entire chapter at a time, which for a webcomic is, I think it's pretty unusual, and it's probably really not feasible. So I started sharing 7-inch Kara 2 years ago, and it was part of a comic collective's launch. That comic collective dissolved and we reformed as Ink Drop Cafe. So at the time I had over 100 comic pages finished and lettered and bordered and everything ready to go. So I had this massive buffer, and I still have a sizable buffer. But I had this massive buffer when I started sharing this as a webcomic. I don't think I would be able to do Kara nearly the way I do Kara. Like, a lot would have to change if I started it the way a lot of people start their webcomics, where they might have the first chapter ready and then they're just going from page to page. Like, I don't think I could feasibly do, like, from start to finish a page of Kara in a week, every week for a full year. I think I would go bonkers. Yeah, Joseph's gonna go ahead and announce the first winner for our first giveaway, which I shouldn't do that. I'm so sorry. Drum roll though. So since we had questions about portfolios earlier, I found a couple of my other portfolios in the closet. So this is just kind of my general Kidlit art portfolio, and it's got originals in it. And when I first joined SCBWI here in Nashville, they made a really big deal about how showing your originals is hugely unprofessional. It's seen as the work of an amateur, which coming from comics is bonkers. They want to see those pages. They want to see ink on a page if you do ink on a page. So I had a really hard time with that. And I tried doing the whole printout method, but people just really respond to my originals so much better that I decided to just, you know, to hell with it. I'll bring my originals anyway. So this is last year's anniversary image. This is Pancakes Pancakes. I let my art nerds vote on what they wanted. This was Kino Kitsune's suggestion. And this is one of my SCBWI contest pieces. So it is ink on Fabriano watercolor paper, and then I watercolored it. Here's those missing Kara pages. And then these are pages from another Kidlit pitch I'm working on called Cicada Summer, which is autobio, and it's about growing up in Southeast Louisiana in the 90s, and it's like very Louisiana culture focused. Some more Kara pages. A Kara spread that is really, really cute. More Kara, because we just can't get enough, actually, because this is what I spend most of my time working on. And then this was actually done for Webcomic Chat for their art education chat. I've done a few images for them, and I'm grateful for it because it's a great opportunity to share your art with other people and get wider exposure. And then we have another portfolio, but then I'm done with portfolios, I promise. And this is the print portfolio. This is what I put out at the SCBWI meet and greet, and I also carry this one. So I am a big rule breaker, and I have way too many images in this. It is not pared down to the 12, and there's a lot of duplicates too. I wouldn't put out a portfolio with originals that was completely unattended though, just because accidents happen. And at that meet and greet, you know, there's wine involved, there's coffee involved, there's sweets, and there's food. Things happen. My presentations towards the kid. Which one do you mean? The SCBWI or ALAAC or the recent one I did? I don't mind talking about any of them. It's just, which one? These are from Inktober 2017. I really like these. And then I have some digital stuff in the back, and I know someone in chat recognizes this piece. I just loved how it turned out so much. I really like how the ink work looks on it, so of course I wanted to include it in my portfolio. And then some more digital stuff, which printed kind of dark. And that's it. So this one is way too long. I should probably really try harder to get it down to 12 pages. Part of the problem is people see my stuff and they think I only do anime stuff, or they see my stuff and they think I only do watercolor. So it's me trying to fill too many niches. Maybe what I should just do is just pick a road and stick to it. Oh, that's fine. So I'll just walk through all of them, I guess. So ALAAC happened first. It was in July in New Orleans. It is the American Librarian Association annual conference. It travels from city to city. If you are an artist and you want to table with them, they usually have you submit a piece of art, and then they will decide whether or not they want to have you represent your work there. They don't have like a lot of artist tables, and they are looking for more artists to table with them, but it's really not an artist focused event. And I talk about it a lot in the recap I did of it. Oh, did you ever pick a winner?
Yeah, I've been waiting for you to even.
Oh, I'll finish talking about ALAAC and then I will, we can pick a winner. So, oh, I know, but we can announce the winner. So, I did a couple of pieces and I liked them both, so I had people kind of vote on which one they liked better. And I turned it in, they liked it, and they gave me a table. And it is a gifted table. I have to pay to get there, I have to pay for my hotel, but I don't pay for the table. And that went okay. So what's really weird with my life and with these kinds of events is that things will feel like they went really well, and then nothing will ever come from it. So I met somebody, so what's cool about ALAAC, especially if you're a comic artist with either projects to pitch or you're looking to find an editor, is they're very accessible there. So like and I'm losing track of my words, like Lion Forge was there and they had actual editors tabling there. And like Action Lab Comics were there and they had actual artists manning the booth and editors manning the booth. And Oni Press was there and they had editors there. And Random House was there and they had reps there, like actually there. So if you live not in New York and not in San Francisco, it can be hard to find shows that you can get into that you can afford to go to where there's an actual editor presence there. So they're very accessible at ALAAC, but they're not necessarily walking around and looking at other people's booths, or they are and they aren't saying anything. Like they're not gonna be like, hey, I'm an editor, I'm looking to acquire. But so I did talk to some people there, but I was still kind of coming out of a really bad 2-year depression spell, so I wasn't as confident as I would like to be in the future. And I certainly wasn't like, hey, let me give you a copy of my mini to as many people as I should have. So I met Carol Burnell with Lion Forge and I left minis for Gina Gagliano. Is that how, am I pronouncing it correctly? Okay, sorry. I left minis for her at the Random House booth. And Carol and I really seemed to hit it off, and she watches my channel, and she asked me to pitch something to them, and that's where the Little Louisiana Cookbook originally came from. And that's where the black, white, and red art style originally came from. Was she liked some of those sketches I just showed you with the very limited color art style. So she wanted me to drop some recipes for a pitch, which I have right here. And then, so I did that, and she asked me to submit some more, and I'm trying to find where they begin. And I did that as well, and then Lion Forge restructured, and that kind of fell apart. And so I had like a half-done pitch, and I posted it on PitMad as I think I probably refer to it as middle grade. It is middle grade, but it's like younger middle grade. It's for 7 to 12-year-olds to read together with someone else. As like a middle grade cookbook project, and I got no bites. Like no one was interested in it. So I'm going long. This is it, but it segues is the problem. They're all connected except for SCBWI, which is connected to nothing. I'm almost done though. Anyway, so an agent for Martin Literary Agency was kind of interested, and she kind of contacted me, but she wanted to see more, so I sent her more, and then she wanted to see it in a different color style, so I did 3 different color styles, and then I realized that she really wanted something else middle grade, so she passes on this, and I tried pitching Cicada Summer, because Cicada Summer is also set in Louisiana, and it can be augmented with recipes to like kind of fulfill both goals, and she passed on that as well. So as of right now, I've got nothing going on right now. All right, so Joseph is going to pick a winner for our first giveaway. I'm sorry that ran kind of long. For these beautiful things. Naomi, you are my winner. Email me please with your mailing address. You got, huh? But I'm asking her to email me with her mailing address so I can keep everything organized. Because I'm gonna have 3 other lucky winners tonight. Congratulations. I'm sorry that my story ran kind of long. All right, that is our first giveaway. I'm gonna go ahead and announce our second giveaway. Oh, sorry, that's probably really annoying. So the second giveaway is for a set of really, really cute Kara mini prints, since we are celebrating the launch anniversary of 7-inch Kara. So there are 7 total adorable, full color, very vibrant mini prints here that you can win. Joseph's gonna set up a link for you guys to enter, and we're gonna give it 20 minutes and then we'll pick that winner. So I'll put these over here where you can find them. And next, I want to do a gallery walk. This was suggested by Kino Kitsune earlier, and I'm gonna show off some, not all, but some of the beautiful fan art and commissioned art. So set that up. And I'm gonna be reliant on Mr. Joseph Coco to let me know if it's working. Can you see the, you get black. Okay, so. This is the adorable Kara emote for the Ink Drop Cafe, and I think it is the emote for Happy. And this was made by the wonderful Kino Kitsune. She is so, so cute. This beautiful piece was done by Kaiju, and they are the creators of the comic Nove, and I believe I got this as a Kickstarter tier, and it's, is it not showing up? Is it because it's not a like an internet browser window? Let me try something. Now it is, it looks like. Wait, what am I even doing? Apologies. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. It's just slow. Well, I've lost my place, so I'm gonna start over from not quite where I was. So this is a commission of Kara that I got from Catherine Ackers. I believe I commissioned it at a KaiCon a couple years ago. She has a really, really cute art style. I wanted to see how she would draw Kara. This is a beautiful piece. Can you guys see it? Is it showing up? Okay, is this one showing up? This beautiful piece is by Kaiju. They are the creators of the beautiful, gorgeous webcomic Nove, which I highly recommend you guys check out. And it's of Naomi and Kara swimming together, and I was so thrilled when I saw it. I love this one. This is an original, and we have the original. This is a scan of a commission from Jade F. Lee? That can't be right. Jade Lee. It's at the top. I don't know what's wrong with me. There's a beautiful commission from Jade Lee. Joseph actually commissioned her to draw this as what? A birthday present or a Christmas present? It's a gift. And it is Kara and Naomi enjoying some boiled seafood together, and it is gorgeous. And this adorable cuteness is from our own Kino Kitsune, and it was drawn as a gift. And she recently resent it to me, and she's just so cute. I love this Kara. And then we have, I did not select the adorable Kara emote, which is in use in Ink Drop Cafe. I'm gonna switch our view now to my desk because I actually have a lot of them in a physical component. So this gorgeous piece here is by Alicatilla, and it was part of a Kickstarter fulfillment where you could have your character drawn in armor, and I requested that Alicatilla draw my character Naomi and Pancake in armor. So it's pretty awesome, pretty epic. This beautiful piece here was given to me by my friend Leanna, who came to see me at Ape, and it's actually inked with a nib, like you can feel it, and it's so beautiful. And I love, if it'll focus, I love how Leanna draws eyes. You guys might recognize this art style. This cutie was gifted to me by Kino Kitsune, and you would originally think the background is Brusho, but it's actually Rose of Ultramarine, and then I can't remember the other one, but I am sure Kino Kitsune will tell you. And it's so cute. This is such a cute piece. This is a piece that I commissioned from an artist at a convention. I can't quite read the name, but their art style was really, really cute. Nisa might remember this piece. This was a gift, and Nisa brought it to me at, oh gosh, it was the one in Los Angeles. Anime Expo, is that it? But it was such a pleasure meeting you in person, and it was kind of the highlight of my weekend. So thank you so much. I normally have this up on my corkboard, but I took it down so I could show you guys. This tiny cuteness is another commission. Well, it was a gift. It was a gift from Kino Kitsune, and it is also watercolor with cut paper, and it is just so cute. This pretty piece here was drawn by Josh Buchanan. This was another gift commission, Joseph Person, that he did for a larger piece, and Joseph's gonna go grab that larger piece. What I would do is to commission other artists to draw her. And okay, this is done by Bic of Kara, and I think I met them at GMX one year. I like their art style, so I commissioned them to draw her. This is another beautiful gift art, and I don't want to reveal anyone's given name. On the back, it says Past Ghost, and I'm pretty sure this is a con commission because usually when I commission people to draw Kara at cons, I will swing by with a copy of the comic, and they usually go with the cover outfit. So I believe this was a convention commission as well, but I think what was really interesting about this one, I think I did it at a KaiCon, and I think I caught her on Friday, and she had it finished and brought it over to me on Sunday. This is by Stevie Wilson, and she drew Kara so fierce. I love it. And I think I commissioned this one at AX. And then more beautiful art. I'm going to hide it since it's a private message, but more beautiful art by Leanna. I love the cute drawing of Kara and Pancake. And this one is from Joichi, or Sarah. And this one is gorgeous. I'm going to say that about everyone. I'm like a mom. But isn't that beautiful? And it's in color pencil too. It's so cute. I'll put that back in a moment. And then this one is by Krista Deason Art. I know, that's so cute. And I love, like, the camera's kind of bleaching it out, but in real life, the green on the leaf is so nice. And then the way they drew the rain is just beautiful. And then this cutie, I'm trying to show the name. Unfortunately, I can't read the signature. This was also commissioned at APE. It was like APE 2016. The show was super duper slow, so he had time to finish it, and she's so cute. If you want that, I can just move the microphone way down here. Let's see if we can get some crinkle. And this one is by Casey Golden. Casey and I used to be pretty good friends, and I commissioned her at GMX because I love her art. I think her art's so cute, and I wanted to see how Kara would look in her style. Obviously, Kara is stinking adorable, and she also drew Kara's pet gecko, Dusty. And then this one was also a Christmas present gift. It's Audra Furikichi, the artist who does the comic Nemu Nemu, and she's got a beautiful watercolor style. This was a Christmas present from Joseph that I need to get put up. But isn't she just beautiful? Like, the feeling for this is amazing. Get all that bonus ASMR crinkle. And this one, these two, they're both gorgeous, it's Monica Zabriskie, I want to say. I could more easily link her Twitter, unfortunately. And then we have her signature way down at the bottom, which unfortunately I can't read. But it's gorgeous, and I commissioned just one, and she sent me two, and they're both great. I mean, seriously, look at all the detail on this. It's amazing. But I commissioned these at MechaCon 2016, I want to say. And you didn't sign it. Oh, no. I want to say Catherine Ackers drew this one as well. But don't hold me to it, unfortunately. Really? You can't find Josh's? That's weird. This one is by TK, KEICAI, and this was commissioned at MTAC 15. This one, I know this is Sabrina. My brain wants to mix it up with her Twitter handle. Cortez?
Did she work on Gravity?
No, that's a different one. This is from AkaiCon. I apologize. Unfortunately, I will not be able to credit every single artist because, as you guys can see, I do keep art with the packaging, so I have the artist there. But if you either don't sign your art or I can't read your signature, it's hard for me to remember who does what. But anyway, I want to like link her Twitter because like I can see her Twitter avatar in my mind right now, and her art is gorgeous. But unfortunately, I am half brain dead. And then this is another really pretty piece that was done. It was commissioned at AkaiCon by Annie P. And she does a lot of really cute alien girl stuff, a la Lisa Frank. ANIPII. I believe you guys would be able to find her. And that frog is just so precious. And then I'm going to have to repackage these so that everybody's info is with their cards. But Joseph brought me a few other ones. So this adorable baby is another one from Kino Kitsune. And it is Kara and Pancake a la Kiki and Gigi. And it's so cute. He had to go grab it down from off the wall. This one was, shoot. I love the art, and I love the movement in it. Unfortunately, I can't read his signature, so I'm gonna unframe it and see if I can show you guys. I don't want to tear it either. It's been in a frame for a while. Do you remember who did this one? I know you paid for it. It's the one of Kara cartwheeling over Pancake. I know, my brain is so dead. I can't remember anything. Hey Heidi, I'm just showing off some of the majillion Kara commissions I've commissioned over the years. I would show yours because it's one of my favorites. It's Kara hiding beneath the May-apples in the rain, but it is above my desk and I'd have to like literally climb on my desk to get it. So this afternoon, as we were assembling some of the art, I was trying to decide whether or not I felt like risking my life, and I was like, no, I'm good. Something artichoke? And we have one more that I can show. This one is by Wiggly Type, and it was a digital art. Good evening, or have a good evening, Dawn. Sleep well. And unfortunately, the glare, you can see me, hi, but the glare is obscuring how gorgeous it is. But I really like this piece, and Wiggly Type's art is amazing. And that would be Pat LaPierre. So I need to get these picked up. And I think, has it been 20 minutes? Get your entries in for giveaway numero 2. Tired back. Yes, please do. Are you picking a winner? Has it been 20 minutes? Tiny art is great art. Okay, so we've done the anniversary chat and we've done the gallery walk, and I actually did, so I did one of the sketch requests. Let me know if you can't find it and I can send you another one, Tyra. Oh no, feel better, Dawn. Go get lots of liquids, eat some delicious tasty soup, and feel better. So last week, somebody sent in a request for clothing and for hair, and I said we could maybe do it as a draw together kind of request, because that's something I'd like to improve upon myself. So, let's see. How do we want to do clothing? Let's look up basic drapery. No, I did not ask for basic drapery support hook. Okay, so for curtains, we have pretty much like 2 basic ways the fabric's gonna fall. It can fall any moment now, please. It can fall straight down in cylinder folds, and it's been gathered up here at the top. And if somebody sent me something through Discord, oh, well, just tell me who the winner is. Tanner won? Congratulations, Tanner. You won our second giveaway. Let me repackage this. right, that is 2 down. Let's go ahead and get our third giveaway rolling. Our third giveaway is for another set of super adorable wooden charms. And in this set, you get a Kara with an acorn, the Kara head, the strawberry with strawberry blossoms and leaves, a succulent, and cherry blossoms from bud to bloom. So you get 5 charms total. And Joseph will go ahead and set up that second giveaway. And I will set that aside. We also have drapery where it would hang straight down, but it's kind of cinched or caught at some point, and then it falls from that. So we have kind of a pressure point here. And then we have drapery where it is hanging and then it has 2 points where it's caught up, and then it sort of swoops down here and fans out on the sides on either side. So that's just kind of, let's try basic clothing folds. Basic clothing folds. Do you like how I have to say it as I type it? And there's loads of tutorials existing on how to draw basic clothing folds. One of the ways I like to practice is I will just Google like ballroom gown. Let's do that right now. And then wow, we have a lot of variety, right? And there's loads of different ways the clothing is gathered and the way the clothing falls. So what I will do is I'm just gonna draw a few, and I'm gonna draw them really quick, and I really just wanna focus on how the clothing hits. Wait, was it tenor or tanner? No, they're not the same. No, T-E-N-O-R or T-A-N-N? Oh, tenor. Sorry, Tanner. No. Which? No. Gosh dang it. Thank you. Sorry about that. Let me know if you guys are having, Tyra already said that she's having a stream offline error. So let me know if you guys are also having that error. It gave me a disconnect earlier, but it didn't really seem to disrupt the stream. And when I'm drawing drapery, what I really like to do is I don't like to get too fussy about it. So I'll get like a big brush pen. And let's switch those. So that is the model that I'm going to be drawing. And I just try to focus on drawing the outfit or drawing the clothing without necessarily drawing the model underneath. But I am kind of looking at what kind of folds we get. Like it kind of creases in her elbow. It's not quite a belt, but it's like a new seam of fabric. And clothing folds are something I really struggle with myself, so what I like to do is I like to look up either reference for what I'm drawing and work from the reference, or I like to do some studies where I practice drawing like a variety of fabric types just to kind of get a better idea. Because the more you practice from reference, the better you're going to get. Okay, and then it seems like the clothing, this is sort of the anchor point here, and then it kind of free falls in like, almost like those cylindrical folds we saw with the curtains. And the reason I like doing this with a brush is it's a lot looser, it's a lot more gestural. It lets me focus more on the major forms than on the tiny individual forms. And then of course we have to consider, is the dress or the clothing or the fabric, is it in motion? Is it moving? So I have another one pulled up here, and I love like the capelet it's got coming from the shoulders. It's beautiful, and I'm sure doing this in ink is not going to do it any justice. And I mean, don't just draw dresses, obviously, but dresses are kind of a good place to start because we get those really loose, flowy, draped sort of folds. Also, they're just fun. So it's got like this little floral detail kind of draping off the sides, but I'm just going to sketch that in really, really loose. And then it's got all of these teeny tiny little folds where it's like hanging because it's a very loose chiffon. It's a very light fabric. And there's even multiple layers involved. So there's a lot going on with this dress. And then it's got like this light capelet thing coming from the shoulders. It's definitely got some Disney princess vibes. Then some of these sort of folds here where it's like zigzagging or coordinating, they've compressed down here at the bottom. And if you mess up or you don't quite catch the effect you want, just practice redrawing it elsewhere on the paper until you have a better idea of how it's constructed. Okay, what about this thing here? Oh, boy, that's a dress. That's like a sculpture. She looks uncomfortable. So this one's interesting because we have a lot of drapery, but the fabric isn't loose. It looks like a bunch of little fabric fans have been attached to the dress. And then there's like a little bit of who knows what going on at the shoulders because it's not there in the model photo. Then, if you look closely, it has a waistband, and then it's got like some ruching up here at the bust. Not all of these fans look like they're constructed the same way either. So it looks like we've got kind of like a taco here with a little bit of gathering up here, but then it's like folded in on itself as well. Like a party favor from hell. And it seems to be made out of tow, which is this, it's like tutu fabric, you know, that netting they make tutus out of? And it seems like there's like a sheath dress underneath, and then these things are attached to that. So when you're drawing clothing folds, understanding the construction of what you're drawing can really help. This can also be a really fun opportunity to kind of play around with mark making while you're kind of studying it, because often what is more important isn't how accurate it is, it's how accurate it feels. Does it give the right, does it convey the right feeling? Does it have the right look? So using like these sort of dry brushy scratchy marks are kind of conveying, to me at least, that scratchy, weird, dull texture going on. Okay, drawn some dresses. Let's try drawing a suit. They would probably know what you meant if you said you needed tutu fabric. Just tell them it can't be too expensive. You're laughing, but you won't even give me the benefit of like a laugh out loud. Like you're snickering over there, but you won't laugh. You don't want to acknowledge it. He's ashamed of me, y'all. He is ashamed of me. How dare. Ashamed of me. Now let's see if I can do this freehand. This has always been. What's nice about dresses is that they hide. You can make a lot of mistakes and no one's gonna know, because you got a lot of fabric to hide all that. But a suit, it's a little bit harder, at least for me. Hey, did you get the third giveaway going yet?
Yeah.
Thank you. Y'all got 20 minutes to enter to win those adorable charms. 10 more minutes. Wow, time flies. So the suit's interesting because when we were drawing the dresses, which are fun, when we were drawing the dresses, it was a lot of very loose swooshiness. Whereas with the suits, you can really see where the areas of stress are on the fabric. Let me see if I can get a little bigger. There we go. It's a little bit bigger. But like this button here, right? Like we're getting some stress here, so it's pulling on the fabric. And then we're also getting some stress over here from the back, and that's also causing some wrinkles, but it's not actually messing up like the line of the suit, if you know what I'm talking about. Like it's still very slim and fitted on the model. Messed up this arm over here. That's okay. I'll just continue drawing because we are studying. And then it's kind of like scoops in a little bit. And then there's, I even drew too many wrinkles on this leg because this leg is really pretty straightforward up and down. There's a little bit of a line break here where it hits his foot, but not much. And then this line here, we have stress on the fabric where his leg is kipped up. So it's all coming from this side here. And we have a fold, and we have very bony knee. And then it's pretty straight. Let's draw the other suit really quick. So, what is y'all's advice for drawing folds? How do you guys go about thinking about folds, remembering folds? Do you Google like suit or ball gown every single time you need to draw a suit or a ball gown? Or do you kind of just go with the flow? Do you have them memorized? Have you done a bunch of stage practice where you like drape fabric over forms to see how it'll look and how the light will hit it? How do you guys approach this? I'm always interested in learning new methods of study and new methods of practice. So we need to take a moment to thank Joseph for being such a good sport, especially with handling the giveaways. It is a huge help. This is supposed to celebrate his birthday, and it's not particularly celebratory for him right now. So I really, really appreciate the time he's spending helping me out, taking time out of his day to do this. It really means a lot to me, and it makes what I'm doing a lot easier because it means I can just focus on drawing and sketching for you guys. Man, okay, so his knee here, I'm going to redraw that because I don't think I really did a good job with it. I don't think I really understand what's going on. So we've got the pant leg at the top, right? And it kind of swoops in. And then there's like these little hooky kind of folds going on. And then it's straight down here. And then it looks like it curves. So that's how I study folds, is I just practice drawing like a million of them. Gravity plus force is your big thing. Okay, so you're thinking about how gravity is pulling on the fabric and pulling on the figure, and then would force be like my hand enacting against the fabric? Is that what you mean by force? Crinkle up the paper. Hey, Terry. Oh, because you weren't here earlier, I'm going to show you something. Or maybe you were here and you're just quiet. You start by doing the shaded areas without drawing the clothes. And then you let the clothes take shape from the shading. That sounds like an interesting approach. I drew somebody's baby this evening. And let me switch over. Thank you so much for letting me draw her. She's so cute. And I apologize for what's going on with her face right there. You weren't even here. So you start by doing the shaded areas. Okay, you know what? I am intrigued. I'm gonna try doing that with something I'm comfortable with, not something I struggle with. And then we'll see how that goes. Yes, she's so cute. Let's go with this forest elf. Okay, so we're gonna start with the shading. And can y'all see what I'm doing? Yes, for the most part. Let's reverse. There we go. Okay, doing the shading. Doing the shading. And it might not be the method you're talking about, but I'm gonna try it. Because I am all about approaching form construction in different ways. Okay, then we gotta draw shading. So shading, and then some shading, and then down here, the bottom has a lot of interesting shading going on. And then shading. That's interesting. It has a very different kind of graphic approach. And then we have shading. Yeah, I mean, it's all about how much detail you want to put into it. And then if you're like, oh, what is his name? Dang it! I can't remember anybody's name. But like Chris Ware, for example, everything he does is very geometric. So if you're doing like something a la Chris Ware, then everything you do is going to be very stylized and probably very simplified. I like that. It's much more graphic, which is neat. Like it's neat to be able to do it differently. Try not to put a line in until the end. Yeah, that's cool. I want to play around with that with like shading colors. Like, you know how some fountain penning shade? Like that might look really awesome. So I mess with the fabric, but that can also be movement, magic, anything like that. Okay, so like any force enacting on it. So it could even be the wind. So you always add, Tanner, you always add movement or energy when you're drawing fabric. Your candy in the other room. I could go for some candy. Oh, wait. So that is about it tonight for the sketch requests. And the person who requested a demonstration on folds also asked for a demonstration on hair. I'm gonna do hair next week, I think, because I'm trying not to get completely and totally exhausted and burnt out. So, because we are celebrating two birthdays I have, and you guys can make fun of me if you like, I have two cake pops because I was so busy working on pitch stuff and then stuff for my class that I didn't prepare properly. So I went to the wow. Okay, there we go, kind of. I went to the Accursed place because they have a drive-through and cake pops, and I bought cake pops. And if you guys give me a second, I've got something else. Haha! Cake pop can! Sorry, I'm sure I scared someone. It's like almost ASMR levels and then loud. Oh, where is it? All right, y'all. Gonna do a dangerous thing. Also, hi, you can see me and my mess. Come on. Are you really gonna be like this? I'm gonna set the house on fire. It did. Joseph, it died. Okay. Okay. All right. Help me sing happy birthday to both Joseph, who, can I even show him in the camera sneakily? Almost. Okay. Help me sing happy birthday to both Joseph and to Kara for the 2nd year launch anniversary. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Joseph and Kara. Happy birthday to you. right, come over here and blow these out for me. No, really, you're gonna set the house on fire. Come over here. He's gonna come over and blow out the camera. I mean, the camera. Blow out the cam. That's right. All right. Woo! Okay, now you have to take one. Do you want pink, which is birthday cake, or chocolate, which is chocolate? You're gonna take chocolate. All right. You might want to peel off all the wax. You're gonna eat the wax? I'm sure the wax is edible, and it might be as edible as the cake pop itself. I'm not really a big cake pop person either, but it is sufficiently cute and birthday-ish. I'm gonna save the other one for after the stream so you guys don't have to watch me eat. Is his face red? No, he's a good sport. He didn't want to, but I made him. I bullied him into it. All right, so we are the accursed place. Oh, it was Starbucks, which I know I'm not supposed to be supporting right now. Okay, so the main event for this evening is Joseph has long ago requested that I do Sam and Max on one of these plastic diskettes. So when I first got these, he got them from Amazon. They still had the labels on. We were able to get the label off. So that is our main event for this evening. And we're gonna do that using Posca markers and Molotow markers and mostly Posca markers though. And probably either a white, cannot words correctly tonight. Either a white, like a chalk pencil or a white color pencil. What do we have? We have a white color pencil here. Yeah. I've been okay about not going as much as I used to go. But I'm not good about like not going, period. Yes! Let's announce, before we get cracking, let's announce our winner for our third giveaway of these beautiful charms. Who is our winner? Okay. What? What? We might not have enough entries. Y'all, these are adorable wooden charms. I cannot, a non-what? No, y'all need to tweet about this. Come on, it's Kara's birthday. Do you know how many watercolor pages I had to paint to get to this point? So many, y'all. So many. Come on, doesn't anybody want to win 5 gorgeous charms sent to you via the mail? I'll give y'all what? We have one more giveaway to do, so I'll give them what? Another 10 minutes to get their entries in? All right, I'll give y'all another 10 minutes. Gosh. Okay, so before I get started on our diskette, I'm actually going to take a quick bathroom break. So I will be our Beebles. And I'll put up my old BRB sign. I need to change that. You making fun of me?
No, I'm just watching the cat move because you were moving your mouth.
Alright, I have returned. I'm going to be drawing us some salmon max. Or attempting. This is my first time doing this like this. How do I want to do it? I guess I want to do it up here and use this as like my live space. Actually, can we erase this? Can I erase this? Is that a thing? Is that feasible? Did I ruin my diskette? No, it erased. Wow, it erases good, y'all. Now we know. Somebody cue the knowledge is power gif. I wish I could say that, like, I saved the best for last with the last raffle, but I didn't. No, I have 4. Actually, wait a minute. Joseph told me not to do this, but I'm a bad girl and I do what I want. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna sweeten the pot or make people not want to enter, but I am throwing this in with the 3rd giveaway. This is a little Twin Stars highlighter. I got it in my Zim Pop box. I set it aside as like, I'll give this away to someone else who could give it a good home. One side is overwhelmingly noxiously supposed to smell like pancakes, but it just smells like sweet, not even like vanilla. The other side is noxiously supposed to smell like blueberries, so I don't know if this makes it better, but I'm gonna pop it in with the charms because I'd rather it go to someone who will do something with it. And Joseph gave me a bite of his cake pop, and it is actually surprisingly good. I've never drawn this Slagomorph, I don't think. I didn't grow up watching Sam and Max. It was on while I was at church, I think. I wasn't allowed to play video games as a small, impressionable child either, so. You introduced me to Sam and Max. A purple pancake. A pancake. Joseph, I apologize if this doesn't turn out good. It might, like, I don't know. It's like still in that early stage of like, this could go either way. We don't really know. But this is basically my birthday present to you, so it better turn out good. I've only got 2 diskettes that I can ruin. Some pancake charms print. Oh, you with the puns. Actually, yeah. Pancake with maple syrup. Maple wood syrup. I would like to do some pancake charms. In fact, y'all should tell Joseph to let me do pancake charms because he says I have too many charms already. Which could be true. I might. I mean, my plan was to like phase some of them out, you know? So like it's not all the same charms. Like, obviously, I'd keep the dinos. Do I want you to get the board? No, we'll do that another stream. People have been asking me to do another at-home con, so I know that's going to happen. If you suggest it, I'm going to make you do it. Okay, let's see what this man has. I picked up some more Molotov markers at Jerry's. Thanks to Allie's suggestion, by the way, since paints were on sale. Yeah, I do have a cat charm that's pretty popular. Actually, I have a Sabertooth, I have a Bobcat, and then I have like the Sassy Kitty. But none of them are Pancake, but Pancake is also like a generic enough kitty. Oh, there is a Lucky Cat charm too, which never really sold. People didn't really know what it was. I don't even know why I'm shaking these because I might not even use these colors. Just stalling for time. More cats. We have a charm display that Joseph designed. It's actually really cute. I will show you guys when I do at-home con again. I'm just gonna make weird, disconcerting noises while I look for my pasta markers. Oh, I've got so many pastas. Yes, please, pick us a winner. Someone needs to take these, get these charms in the weird highlighter. I'll keep you company, Tenor. Lindsay, you are a lucky person. You win a lot. I'm not complaining. I'm just like, nice. Maybe Rafflecopter loves you. Yeah, thank you guys. All right. Lindsay won our other set of charms. So I have one more. And it is another mini print pack, but to sweeten the deal, I am throwing in this kitty cat sticker book. I love the design on this sticker book. I think it is the cutest thing, but I am not a sticker book person. And what makes this a sticker book and not anything else is it's got laminated coated paper, so you also get these beautiful poo charms if you so desire some beautiful poo charms. So you get the mini print pack as well as the super cute coffee kitten sticker book. And Professor Coco will be in charge of selecting another winner. So go ahead and get your entries in. While I work on his favorite Lagomore. Actually, maybe it would be easier. I'm trying to think about how to do this, because that's a big part, as y'all know, that's a big part of doing art, is like your order of operations, how you approach it. That's right, you could win the poop glitter. It's mini prints in a sticker book. Now, I know Posca marks well on plastic, so the question isn't, will it work? And then I'm going to seal it with like a Krylon spray mat, probably. And that U-Trek color pencil worked pretty well. Don't feel, no, Lindsay, do not feel bad about winning. You won. Congratulations to you. I didn't mean to make it sound like anything. Congratulations. I'm sorry. Huh? I'm not trying to make you feel bad. Yeah, it's random. Ooh, these weren't good on diskette plastic. Ah, I got my hand in it. You should not feel guilty, no. I would rather things go to a home where someone will enjoy them. Okay, so the only downside to this is dry time, which isn't the worst. I mean, anytime you're messing with Poscas, you know there's going to be a dry time. Now, how do I want to do his suit? I've got a few different options. Shake it like maracas. Should I turn on the weird, so Joseph set up let me fix this. He calls it his action camera, whoa. But I think it's more of a camera for other things. I know, I'm trying to fix it so you guys can actually see what I'm doing because I can't really pull it much closer. Adult action cam. The let's get real weird with it cam. What? I think he wants that sticker book. I think Allie wants that sticker book. That's what I put the money on. Let me know if the macro cam just gets weird. Like it's too awkward or something. Because I'm not trying to weird y'all out. He thought it would be good for like art supply porn. So many Poscas. It's a little small. Okay. Is that any better? Well, Heidi, you helped me begin this journey of so many Poscas, and then my Jerry's sells them open stock, so I'll buy the colors I need to. It's all your fault. Okay, that blue is gonna take 5 ever. They look neat on it though. No, it's not been 8 months. I use them for my charms, my Cyclops charms. Hey, does Max have thumbs? Okay, feel better. I'm sorry the flu's taken you over, but I'm glad you got the inks done. Okay, so it's just fingers. Is it 3 phalange or 4 phalange? Okay, good thing this is for you and not for anyone else. Okay. I thought he had 3 fingers. Just draw that hanging out there. Feel better, Tanner? Oh, and then I find like, well, I can maybe still use it. It's just going to take a really long time because that light blue that I used at first, that one probably needs to be thrown away. I probably need to use something not dead. I do, however, have a metallic, which might look good on his tie, so that's what I'm using. Just kind of checking to see. Dead art supply. Well, it would certainly be. Oh, excuse me. No. That's my life. No, thank you. These are kind of nice on the diskette. And they go over the that color pencil I sketched. Like there's not really any wax resist or anything. My only complaint so far is like this floppy's a little bit small. Like it would be nice to have like, I mean obviously there's room for Sam and Max, but like it would be really cool to work on like an old fashioned, like a, well they're all old fashioned, but a big, yeah, a 5 3/4 floppy would be really cool. Down here, maybe. Ah, why didn't you? I would use E600. Hot glue. So I used to use hot glue on my sassy buttons and on some of my charms, and hot glue just pops off if it's either like 90 degrees outside or if it gets cold like 30. Whereas E600, that's not a problem. Max reaching for a phone. I mean, I was drawing him waving, but I could definitely maybe, huh? No. I can draw like a phone. Send me a link to their phone if they have a specific one. I figured I could kind of see it in my head, but I want to make sure I get the colors and everything right. Okay, well, I'm gonna, yeah, send it to me, please. I am honestly kind of surprised at how well all of this works, because usually when I do something like this for the first time, it's like a hot disaster. It must have been because it was your idea. You're just so perfectly smart. It's when you're like smart and perfect and handsome. I think I even have a good brown for this. Wow. Wow. I also think, though, if I had done Guybrush Threepwood, it wouldn't look as good. Because I would have had to do all these construction lines, and it would have just been a lot more... Like, if I could do it on the bigger one, I think that would work out, but not on the little 3.5. Okay, about to check. Sam and Max. Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Thank you. Sam and Max. Freelance police. Okay, it's not going to look as good as the rest of it, but I don't know that you even care if it looks as good as the rest of it, because that's not the point. Have a good evening, Zora. Thank you for hanging out with me. Aww. Oh, the gray is gonna be watery. Please don't be watery. Okay. Oh, it's gonna stay. That's amazing. I didn't think it would stay, but it did. That's amazing. Sorry, I had a Posca marker in my mouth. That's something you should always think about if you ever borrow art supplies from me, is that at some point I needed a third hand, so I held it in my mouth. Maybe a selling point, maybe not. Up to you. So I'm doing the gray on the phone as kind of an underlayer because it's a black phone. So what I was thinking about doing was leaving like a halo of gray around it. And also, you guys can see in this reference photo here, like it does have a lot of highlights to it. So having the gray as kind of a base color should hopefully work out, like make it look really good. How many of you guys are drawing along this evening? Tenor was inking. What are y'all up to? What y'all drawing, writing, working on? Or are you just relaxing and kind of taking a snooze? Taking a break? No! I goofed. Huh? I just keep putting my hand in wet Posca because I keep forgetting that it's wet Posca. But it's actually a very small potatoes kind of problem. Let me know if I'm like horrendously off camera since I zoomed it way in. And what projects have you guys been working on this week? Feel free to drop in links. I always like looking at what y'all are working on. That sounds so cute. I bet you probably could decorate boiled eggs for Easter with Posca. Like, you could do blown eggs, you know, where you poke like a pinhole in the bottom and you blow out the guts of the eggy, and then you have like a preserved egg, basically. Otherwise, I wouldn't use Poscas for that, because that just sounds so time-consuming. I feel like either way, it's a win. Dino spacesuits, human spacesuits, I'm really good with either. They're both great. Oh, cool. Oh, that sounds really cute. You ought to show me. Huh? Ooh, you've been busy, Tanner. It's like a bolt of inspiration has struck you. That's fantastic, though. It's gonna take a little bit to dry. Yeah, for sure. Please share links. We are pro links in here. So long as it is for all ages appropriate stuff. Ooh, that tie's looking good. Yeah, especially that's like a... Hey, Amanda. Oh, that sounds really cool. I'm not sighing out of any annoyance. I'm just sighing. It really depends on the particular Posca, because like some of my Poscas are very watery now because they're old and I need to replace them. Like that blue I put down for Sam's suit, and it took a while to dry. Usually about a minute or under. But of course, the more layers you do, it's going to take longer to dry that way too. And you can blend them. You can blend. Yeah, they blend. They only blend if they're wet. They're indelible once they're dry. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to finish doing it tonight, and then tomorrow, if the weather is permitting, I'm going to take it outside and spray it with a sealant. Just to kind of, I mean, Joseph said he's going to display it, so it's not going to see any use, obviously, but, you know, just so that it's a little bit less prone to scratching. it's not. Are you asking, like, is this a thing you could do at cons? I mean, yeah, to an extent, I probably could. But it's like when I used to do Copic or watercolor at cons, you know? Like, yeah, the dry time's not that bad, but a lot of people don't understand that it's just a time-consuming thing. I was wondering that. I probably will color it in black just because it looks unfinished like this right now. Hey, Lab Accident. You're just in time for... We're on the 4th giveaway now. Actually, I wouldn't want to do this as like my bread and butter. Like, I wouldn't want to do this at cons, but doing this occasionally is really fun. It's really fun to get to do a commission on a new material or a different material than I usually get to work with. That's going to take a while to dry because that's 2 layers. So, like I said earlier, the more layers we do with Posca, often the longer it's going to take to dry. Looking pretty good though, especially because like I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out when we started it this evening. I want to be careful because I don't want to... Yeah, it's actually coming along. I'm impressed. I didn't think it was going to work. I just kind of thought it was going to be beyond my skill level. Like, not that Sam and Max are too hard to draw, but like, you know, like the combination of like doing it in Posca and doing it on a material I've never really messed with before. I mean, if it had been for anybody else, it would have given me a lot of anxiety, you know? But I also know you know I'm hardworking and pretty honest, so I was willing to take the chance. Whereas for like a stranger at a show, I don't know. I probably would have had to do some tests first to see if I could even do it. No, Bowie's forcing his way into my lap. Thwarted by a cat. No, no, don't make biscuits. Sorry. Yeah, please do. Oh, you want to wear the thing? You gonna talk to people? There. Talk to people. Say your name. What's your name? What's your name, little guy? Like, oh, yeah. You see this? This is Bowie. Mr. I don't ever like to be on camera. There you go. I know that's what y'all really want to see. And I bet you can hear him purr because I put the lavalier. No jumping. If you're gonna wear the lavalier mic, you gotta be still. Oh, he's not gonna like this. I'm shaking in his face. It's about time to replace a lot of these. Let me know if putting the mic on really helps. The mic picks up pretty good. Y'all already reached the one. Alright, Elizabeth is going to pick a winner. Who? What? Can you type that or spell that so I can write it? Oh, okay. I just don't see very well, is the problem. No, wait a minute. I gotta jump it. Come here, give me that back. Give me that back. You don't need that mic. No, don't eat the mic. Oh, Gia. Gotcha. Congratulations, Gia. So everybody who has won this evening, please make sure you email me with your mailing address so I can get these out ASAP. Congratulations to all 4 of my winners. I hope you guys enjoy your prizes, and I want to thank you guys for participating, for playing along. Wow, this little webcam is so much better than the big webcam in terms of like fidelity. Thank you for helping me celebrate Kara's 2nd year anniversary. Yeah, this blue is like, I'm gonna be no longer functional. you were hiding. Wow. Oh, thank you. It's not hard to trick me. You just change your name and it's like a new person. Oh man, these fine liner Poscas don't always like my charms, but they like this, the plastic on this. I'm impressed with that. That's actually going to be nice to ink with when I'm like tightening this up a bit. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, Joseph. I guess if anybody has the right to panhandle this evening, it would be you. Our birthday boy. He's a big 32 years old as of yesterday. A big boy. Why did you retract?
I just watched the link one way and it just wasn't scrolling.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can tell which ones are my older colors because they're like really watery and sad. I might regret this. I mean, Lindsay, I'm gonna look at yours after the stream. And I would love to do like a fake PBS drive. Maybe next at home con will actually be like a fake PBS drive and we can play like In the Arms of the Angels and we can show really sad pictures of like Haffy. Well, she looks sad a lot now because she's got a cataract. And like really pathetic pictures of Raccoon like right after she's woken up, so she's still kind of out of it. Just $1 a month goes to pay one artist, which also goes to feeding her cats. Oh, nice. Oh, goodbye, Bowie. He's had enough. I'll put you in charge of the promotional totes because you know how to work your Cricut. Kind of, yeah. I'm regretting it now because it looked really good when it was just yeah, just like the two characters kind of popping out on the black background, but that's okay. Maybe it'll just look super awesome when I ink it. I mean, it looks pretty good now. I'm not disappointed. I'm just saying, like, maybe it'll look even more better. Actually, with the green, it looks pretty good. I'm going to use a fine Posca in black just to do the black outlines. I think it'll look good because, like, I've left some islands. Is it art just to decorate the firehouse, or is it art that they're going to sell to raise money? Hey, Jill, it's good to see you. What? That's amazing, Lindsay. So Joseph, are you bringing this? Are you going to bring this to work, or are you leaving it at home? What? Are you afraid someone will steal it at work? Okay. You don't even know. Somebody might like look at it and be like, "Oh, that's so cool." And instead of asking, because how many of my Natto soup mugs have they stolen from work? You're on like your fourth one now. Yeah. No. We should have like put my like contact information on it. Like, if you like this mug, if you like the art, you should consider getting your own, or getting like your kid on a mug. How cool would that be? I'm glad it arrived safely. Thank you for letting me know. And also, thank you so much for all of your support. It's really meant a lot to me over the years. It's almost like you wish you could have them fill out like a customer service survey, like, why did you choose the Elvis duck of all the ducks? I'm not attacking you. I just want to know. We've had so many Natto soup water bottles disappear from flights. So it'll like roll off of Joseph's bag, and we'll ask a stewardess, like he'll catch it as we're leaving that we lost it. And he'll ask a stewardess and they'll be like, well, nothing like that was reported. Was it stolen at a convention? I believe you. It's just, we've been through like 3 of them. And they're not even that good because they make the water taste like pennies. So like, I am okay with them not using them anymore. He's turning out pretty good. his collar is a little catawampus. That, you know what, like, of the prices to pay, that's kind of a small one. I've definitely made bigger mistakes in life. I don't know. I think some people do not feel that. Is that better? Let me know if it's even on the screen. Oh, you can see my lap. No thanks. It's a little more in focus now. We'll leave it for now and try to fix it next time. So, part of the problem is I no longer know where my little white... Oh, yes, I do. Okay, never mind. No problems. It's all good. Okay, so now I am just waiting for what's on here to dry, and then I'm going to ink it or just outline it really with a small black Posca. And I can probably start with everybody's favorite Lagomorph. And as we start to build up layers of Posca, it definitely gets harder to draw on it. So if you're doing this kind of thing, I would say limit your layers to 3 or 4. Thank you. Ed. Great reference to work from. That always helps. Alright, whoever messaged me on Discord, I will check that after the stream. people who are interested in like painting stones, Poscas mark on stone. They also mark on wood and obviously on plastic. And I didn't do anything special to like prep this plastic. This is just the surface it has. I mean, if you're working on something really shiny, you can even mark on glass with Posca, but if you're working on something really shiny, I would maybe spray it with like something that mattifies the surface so that it has something better to adhere to. Are you serious? I'm not doing that. It sounds like it's gonna like a recipe for failure. I think it would look awesome, but I don't think I'm the artist to do it. Very little, because you'd mentioned it. What are you even telling me? This is how much space I have. You also have to consider dry time. I will literally forget halfway through got it. I'm like over here grateful that it's turning out so well, and you're over there like dreaming up ways to not ruin it, but it would ruin it if I did it. Like, I think it's a little bit beyond me. That was a Posca. No, don't sign me up for more work. No, the answer is no. That's when the artist tells you, yeah, I can do it. It'll be $200. That's the I didn't want to do it anyway charge. Feel attacked. You're so mean! Gee whiz. Oranges on them, that sounds kind of cute. It's really more like I think I will ruin it if I do it. Like I think I'll scratch the paint, or I think I'll snap the plastic. I really think I'm gonna ruin it. Ugh. Thank you. I'm just kind of doing a little bit of cleanup now. I was bumping up the line weight a bit so that they seem to pop out from the page, except it's not a page. Trying to decide if I'm done. Done forever, flips the table. No, just done for this tonight. I think I could. I think it would destroy everything anyone has ever loved. Whew. As always, it got late. Almost. Okay, so this is our finished Sam and Max diskette. And bear with me. Sorry about that. Wow. Wow, no. There we go. Done with Posca marker. My brain is not working anymore. So that is about it. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this evening, helping me draw on this really cool diskette, keeping me company, cheering me on, you know, all the greatest, latest hits. Thank you guys so much for celebrating 7-inch Kara's 2-year launch anniversary. I gave out 4 great little mini prize packs. And if you want to order a copy of 7-inch Kara Volume 1, I am doing it for $1 off to celebrate the launch. So you can get it shipped to you for $17. It's going to include a cute little wooden charm, and I can even do a sketch on the inside or dedicate it to someone if you wish. My brain is just about fried, but I was kind of thinking on Sunday, if I'm not doing anything else, I might quietly stream me painting this in watercolor. This is a little bit more of a birthday image than what I worked on today. So if you're not busy on Sunday, I'm not busy on Sunday, I might just see you guys on Sunday. And Joseph just brought over the box he wants to use. We need to clean this off, but the box he wants to use to display the diskette. I assume it would actually fit. Like, wow, wow, wow. But I assume he wants to display it like that, like up, which would be cool. I don't know.
Fun might work.
I can definitely see you finding a way to display it that looks really cool with the circuit board box. So thank you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Go get some sleep, and I hope you have a productive week next week. I will hopefully see you guys again next Friday, same natto time, 8 p.m. CST, same natto place, youtube.com/nattosoup. And a big thank you to my art nerds over on Patreon. Several of you guys stopped in tonight to say hi. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Bye, guys.